let me give you guys an analogy so that people can understand it better. If today I have made like a tough decision, but then and my girlfriend wants to break up with me, threatens to break up with me.
Guys,
but then she's super in love with me. The reality is that she needs me in that instance more than I need them. So
I feel like you're talking out of experience.
No.
I don't know whatever happened in your relationship.
So she can threaten to leave, but she can't. So that's why all these guys can say like,
so
leave,
you continue abusing.
No, it's not abusing.
It's either physical, emotional, or mental.
No,
you're continuously. Anajua enda. Ocha kai tu. Nenda threaten.
Yo guys,
at the end of the day utarudi.
First of all, edit that out, but then two, it's a leverage game. Life is a leverage game. True. Aendi mali. So in short, au wanalia kina Gary Neville, ma Liverpool, waendi mali. Watu hakuna mtu anafukuzwa EPL.
Yo, what's going on? 1-2 TV back again with another episode. I don't think, Saddam, we're going to do a bit of like the match day review.
We're talking about Fulham and Arsenal. That's most
No, I don't think we're going to do that, man. Obviously, the football world right now is in complete chaos. It's in tatters. It's in limbo. Nobody knows which way it's going to go. Saddam, obviously, here with me, AC Milan fan. We're about to be in the same league.
ESL.
We're about to be in the same league.
Man.
Also, making their debuts on 1-2 TV is Bari, Chelsea fan. 25 years. He keeps saying that.
No plastic.
Says a lot about where, the team he supports. And Venant from Xtratime Podcast, an Arsenal fan as well. So yeah, guys, welcome to 1-2 TV. And it's an interesting time because we can't even talk about the football right now. We're talking about everything off the pitch. And obviously, you guys would have seen the news and probably reacted to it in different ways. The European Superleague, which is like the American version of football. Yeah, man. 12 clubs so far registered. The big six in England. Don't know
Fathers.
The founding fathers. Founding clubs. With Tottenham somehow in there. I don't know. I think like,
it's the big four in England plus Arsenal and Spurs.
If you mention Spurs, you have to mention Arsenal.
Hey! We're talking about the third biggest club in England.
Fast cousins. Okay, go on.
The third biggest club in England. Don't make this that kind of debate. Today we're discussing whether this thing is a good thing or a bad thing. And so let's just mention the other teams. We have.
Can I mention them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so 12 football clubs totally jointly announced an agreement competition, the Superleague. AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico, Chelsea, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Real Madrid, and Tottenham have all joined.
No PSG, no Bayern Munich, no Dortmund.
Not yet. So
we'll get into that.
So basically 6 in England, 3 in Spain, 3 in Italy, 12.
Yeah, no farmers leagues. Germany is a farmers league. Come on. Let's call a spade a spade.
That's a farmers league. And if the farmers want to stay in the farm.
Stay in the farm.
Like, that is like, back you shall go, you know?
You're talking shit. Crap, man. These guys are defending football's integrity, and you guys are calling their clubs, their leagues, farmers leagues.
Let's break down what you're saying. What do you mean they're defending football's integrity? Because these guys have said they're not going to leave the domestic leagues.
Yeah.
But they're going to play in the Champions League. And think about it this way. All the years, any team, even like that, even the England itself, we've had like a fluke win in 30 years. So it's just the same winners, dude. Same winners.
What do you mean, bro?
It's the same winners.
You guys have been spending money and you only won the Champions League once. That's your failure, okay? Arsenal never spend money, so you can't count them in. But United have won Champions League.
But the Champions League last 16.
Liverpool won.
Last 16 is always the same teams. The last surprise win was Porto in 2004.
That's very true.
And even in that final, they played Monaco.
No. By the way,
played Monaco.
That's not the last surprise win. Your Champions League win was also a surprise win.
But come on, man. It is Chelsea.
Listen.
We had
Chelsea winning Champions League. Yes, they had a bad.
It was coming.
That season was bad. But like maybe 5 years before that, Chelsea
won the Champions League. Look with Drogba scoring 5 goals.
2008, we lost in the finals, the penalties. 2009, Iniesta gate. The last minute Barcelona thing. So even if Chelsea were not winning, it was like it was coming. Like they were toying around with.
Well, we're not here to discuss Chelsea.
Okay.
So your agenda can stop now.
Okay.
But How do you guys feel about this thing, man? Because obviously there's the 12 founding clubs that, regardless of performance, whether they're shit or good, they stay in within the European Super League. And then the rest, they're gonna apparently announce 3 that they thought were gonna be Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and PSG. Obviously, those guys have officially rejected the proposal, so they're gonna have to find
the German
3
teams
more.
are owned by the
Sawa.
by fans.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. But what about PSG, for example? PSG have rejected it. Their owner is Nasser Al Khelafi, who is also invested in beIN Sports. So obviously, in terms of TV broadcasting rights, kuna shida hapo.
PSG comes down to beIN, comes down to Qatar, comes down to World Cup, FIFA, corruption. There's a link. PSG are kinda already sleeping with UEFA and FIFA. So
well, to be fair,
like the World Cup is in Qatar.
Yeah, so there's no way PSG will wake up today and stab FIFA at the back or UEFA. So
I get that.
I would understand why PSG would want to side. Plus, they spend all this money for you to get to just scrap Champions League.
I have an opinion on this thing. Like I have a short opinion on this thing. 2 sides of the coin. Last night I watched Rio Ferdinand and Gary Neville and Robbie Sav. I didn't know he has become old. They were like crying, this is a disgrace to the grassroots of the football in England. There's a whole pyramid thing. But you look at it this way, these guys as individuals, I don't think, one, they really care about that, because I was telling somebody that, look, Rio Ferdinand, like, he left West Ham, coming from the youth ranks, going to Leeds, and still left Leeds, going to Man U, chasing success, chasing big money.
So what?
So maybe that's on an individual level. But I don't think that, I think there's also like a media bias, because when the Premier League was formed in 92, there's also like, it was almost like the old fans will tell you it was almost like the same sentiments, whereby it was like a breakaway of sorts.
Yeah.
And then of course Premier League were trying to like return their image after that Hillsborough incident in the late 80s. So you find that with that being said, like with that being done, it's almost like change is just happening in a different way.
Again, it's history repeating itself.
And then also this change started when the Abramovich has bought the Chelseas, you know. And to be honest, I feel like Abramovich bought Chelsea when we qualified in the Champions League 2003, last game versus Liverpool. And at the same time, money has just been creeping in. It's a money game. It's a money game, and then it's...
That was the best thing that ever happened to Premier League. Abramovich. Yeah. Let's be very honest. Premier League in the 90s was one of the worst leagues. I keep saying this here all the time.
Wouldn't have happened if Arsene Wenger didn't happen, but so.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Arsene Wenger was the catalyst of anything foreign in English football.
Yeah, that's
true.
Yeah,
no.
So my issue here, though, is you guys are talking about this league and how it's going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I think you're going to lose a lot of a lot of the integrity within the football industry. For example, now, right? Immediately, the Europa League qualifiers. As an Arsenal fan, Venant, you can't tell me it holds the same weight. Our semi-finals with Villarreal. Does it matter if we're going to be in the European Super League in the summer? Does it matter?
Just to answer that part, you imagine Europa League, they even had to add the incentive of you win Champions League qualification for you guys to watch. So people are actually not watching these things. No one wants to know if Dynamo Zagreb, and think about it, like when we were kids, like maybe like in the late 90s, I could watch Galatasaray. They had like the Georgi Hagis and all those players. But then right now, I'm just not invested in Dynamo Zagreb versus Slavia Prague or something. You know what I mean?
We're not watching Champions League teams. Slavia Prague was in the Champions League before.
Yeah,
Arsenal clapped them 7-0, but still.
But you know, Zoom, you're mentioning integrity. I don't think that is what is in question here. This is just people who want to make money. They're making money this way. UEFA and whoever they're making money with, Sky Sports. The clubs are like, you know what? We have a lot season to win. You guys are making money off of us. We can have a say on our own. This is a fight between two billionaires, Sky Sports and UEFA and whatever's. Pesa inaenda. The reason why they're bringing all these issues here, integrity, is because there's money that is leaving the pockets.
I have a question for you guys. What are the benefits of this league, and who, by who I mean the clubs, are the benefiters of this thing happening?
First of all, this thing, there's going to be a lot of like player parity. All these top teams are going to be able to have access, just like they have in American sports, whereby they have like salary caps. So, for example, you have a salary cap, just hypothetically speaking, of 100 million. Your team, whoever you choose, they have to fit within that. And if you look at American sports, that's why you find like even like in the NFL, it's very hard to hear a team has gone back to back, like as champions, because every year you have to balance. You can't just have the top players.
But
like,
there's maybe 4 or 5 teams for the last 20 years or what, since it's
no,
inception.
not the Super Bowl. It's random teams. Maybe just one team with that guy Tom Brady, but other teams are just winning that thing. No, to be honest with you, there's gonna be the level of competition is going to be. I think also we're looking at it as fans of EPL in the sense that us we can easily watch like a West Brom versus Leicester game. And then also like this fantasy is also like a marketing tool. It makes you like want to watch all the other teams.
True.
But when you look at the other leagues, they're struggling in the sense that it's very hard for us to watch like Osasuna versus Villarreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those other leagues are like the Inter Milans. Those other leagues are struggling in the sense that I think it was 2018 or 19. Bottom team in England, Sunderland, made more TV money than PSG winning their Farmers League. You know, and Bayern. So can you imagine? So I think also like as fans of England of English teams, I can see how us were like, hey, what's going to change? But think about it like. Even La Liga, we're not watching those games without if it's not El
So
Clasico.
in terms of the beneficiaries, it's obviously the clubs. I mean, $435 million each club is going to be given.
So does the
Which
fans.
this is just to join the league. When you win the Champions League, how much do you get? 40? I think maybe 30.
I think
It's far greater just to join the league. That's what it is. These guys are gonna keep this little circle closed, and they're gonna keep making money, and they're gonna attract the biggest sponsors. Right now, they're being this league is being funded by J.P. Morgan.
Yeah,
who obviously had their hands
$6
dirty,
billion investment.
Who obviously had their hands dirty during the 2008 economic crisis.
Oh come on, man! It's
Oh my God.
Come on. I feel like it's
That's not true.
I don't know if I'm.
That's just bare facts.
I feel like that's like gaslighting, you know.
What?
As the women use the word, but
Nah, it has nothing to do with that. My issue is
okay.
Listen, Zuhum.
you're sleeping with guys who
Okay.
play around with money, and then there's usually massive consequences for everybody but them.
You don't think Arsenal is benefiting from joining this Super League?
What? How would we benefit? We're gonna go there. We're gonna be the Sheffields and the Burnleys. We're gonna be slapped up. Your owner has no ambition. You think he's gonna get this money and
He's
be
on
like,
the board, by the
no,
way.
wait, yeah.
He's on
You
the board of this thing.
Exactly, he is. He's the one of the vice chairmen. You think he's gonna go and be like, all right, let's negotiate with Haaland? Nah. He's
But
gonna
you-
be like, go sign someone. I don't know.
But you'll be given a budget.
Nah. You're gonna be told we don't have ambition. That's what's gonna happen. Real Madrid are gonna continue winning trophies. AC Milan might be more ambitious.
Okay. Yeah.
Roman Abramovich is an ambitious man, right? There's certain clubs that are gonna use that money well, but for him, for our owner, he's just gonna put that in his pocket, and you're gonna be told, listen, what does it matter?
but
you're gonna be
that's
facing off these guys anyway.
That's not how
we
like the salary cap system is like. It's going to allow for them to
confirmed?
be able to.
Is that confirmed, by the way? You keep mentioning it. I don't even have. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Listen, it's new to everyone, right? So big time information. It's your facts versus my facts. But you know, think about it this way: if you are kids living in England, I think those are the guys who should be worried. If you're living like I've grown up in Bristol Rovers, and it's locally owned, those are the guys who are feeling like grassroots guys have come from the youth team. But the reality right now is, what about the fans? When we play FIFA, we're choosing all the big teams. Think about it like in this content age of this social media age. What do the fans want to see? Kids nowadays like just want to see famous people. So if you're bringing all the best of these top people in one place, that's where you're gonna get the highest.
I have a
viewership.
question for Zuhum. Zuhum, would you rather have a very an ambitious manager not playing in the Super League, or the same not manager, an owner, but still play in the Super League? Because your owner will not change. So would you rather go with Kina Brighton or come with Kina Milan?
And then
Because your
also,
situation will not change.
No, I just don't like the idea of it existing, because now what happens is it affects, first of all, like he said, grassroots football, right?
It does not affect.
Where
I
is
don't
the
think it does.
progression now? Where is the progression? For example, I'm a young kid. I'm in Bristol City, like you mentioned. I'm in their academy. Okay, I signed my big money contract to a youth academy in some Premier League academy. Okay.
Okay.
I'm in the under 23 team.
Fair.
Sawa.
Go on.
Now these clubs have gone.
But they can sign you.
The Premier League's dead.
Gone where?
But they can sign those players.
No, the Premier League.
They don't
die.
leave. Those
The
players
Premier League will die.
No, they're just
These
threatening.
they're just threatening. I get it, but
I don't
whether
think-
you like it or not, we're gonna prioritize the big games midweek and start fielding youngins and the squad players
But don't
for the
you-
Premier League. The
Don't
Premier
we
League's gonna
already
die.
like? Don't we already do teams already prioritize the Champions League? If you think about it,
No, you don't prioritize the Champions League in that way. What's going to happen right now, and I saw this recently on Sky Sports News, some guy cited a board member from one of these Premier League clubs. He said the stark reality is these guys are going to field their strongest players in the ESL. And then when it comes to the Premier League, because there has no implications, the points in the Premier League table have no implications on the ESL, they're going to field squad players. They're going to get the second string players playing in the Premier League.
Basically, it's gonna kill the fun.
Yeah.
In
no,
the Premier
where's
League.
the competition?
Yeah.
Where's the competition now?
Okay.
Top 4 doesn't matter. Winning the Premier League, does it really matter?
So let me ask you, how do you feel like the same? What do you think the fan of Villarreal or Osasuna? Because that's what's been happening to Spain, Barcelona, Real. It's just been happening that
No, I mean-
Real, a successful season is winning the Champions League, right?
Yes.
So,
Or
but I
winning La
but I
Liga.
think the heritage is still gonna carry. These teams are still gonna want to win the Premier League. Winning the Premier League is still very important to these clubs. Maybe what's going to change is that the competitive or fighting for fourth spot or third spot. Maybe people are just going to be going for the win, but winning the league is still like going to be something which.
Yes, that's for winning the league. But now,
Yeah.
for example, let's talk about Everton. Everton have just been investing recently into the squad.
Yeah.
They've just gotten their approval for 500 million euro stadium. Okay? And they're supposed to be fighting for top 4. They have a slightly realistic chance of getting into the top 4 this season. Does it matter now?
Okay.
Because they're left out. What's the point of this new stadium?
What happened when Leicester, Tottenham qualify for the Champions League? You get knocked out immediately. So sometimes
That's not
those
true.
guys. No, listen.
That is so true.
Sometimes listen.
Didn't Leicester make the round of 16?
No, they
Yes.
didn't.
Listen.
They did.
Listen, these teams.
They did.
Yes, they did. They made the round of 16.
Listen, these teams on the outside looking in.
Wait, in Europa.
No.
No,
In the
even
Champions
Europa,
League.
bundled out by Slavia
Who?
Prague.
The season after they won the Premier League.
Yes, they
Oh, come
got
on.
they got out of the
They got out of the group
stage.
stages.
Yeah.
But listen, but immediately got bundled out.
So what? I'm not saying they
I'm
should go and
saying
win it.
sometimes when they come, even when they come to play with the big boys, like let's say today, if West Ham qualify for the Champions League, there's even a chance they might go past the qualifier. You know.
No, there's a very good chance they're going to win it because who are they going to face now?
No, I'm saying like with before, if this ESL has not happened, right? I'm just saying sometimes even when these teams which are on the outside, because my argument is if you look at the ESL, it's no different whereby the last 16 in the Champions League we've had the same teams pretty much. Only like a few teams change, but the last 16 is usually the same teams.
Yeah, and it's boring. Listen, Champions League for the
You know,
last
there's
5
no,
years.
There's no chance of breaking in anymore now. You know that, right? There's only 5 spots left. And that one you have to go through. They still haven't decided how the 5 spots left
Yeah, and
in
it's
that league.
listen, for entertainment purposes, listen, I do not want to watch Porto play. I'll be honest.
Especially not Porto Chelsea and the way Chelsea are boring.
I
Can't even chat to
genuinely-
me, bro. This
I-
is one of the most boring.
No, New Chelsea.
New Chelsea is boring. Don't even chat
new
to me,
yet
bro.
again, of course.
Yeah, so listen, I don't care about watching Slavia, whatever, those racist guys. I don't care. I want entertainment.
Okay.
There is the Premier League, which is week in, week out, I'll watch all the bundles and whatever. But midweek fixtures, I want to watch the top of the top. Because I wasn't born in London for me to support Chelsea and care about whatever. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the
for relegation. You've never followed up on the
yes,
story.
I'm looking
again.
at the bigger picture. And by the way, the revenue for clubs, they're making more money, TV rights than the stadium. So as much as they love their fans over more on Apo, it's not really a priority for them. They don't
TV
really care.
rights
'cause-
is more important.
Yeah, TV rights is more important. If they can sell the TV rights in Africa and Asia and Europe and
They will.
America, they make money. And at the end of the day, it's about money. See, from where we have nothing. There's no say for us. We watch whatever we're given.
Yep, we have no. Our loyalty is like the team we support fine,
Like
but
a
then
Chelsea fan's loyalty.
I've been watching Chelsea FA Cup 97
Says a lot that you have to
versus
keep saying that.
versus Middlesbrough. No, it's because I stand out.
Yeah,
I
you
understand
stand
I
out. Yeah, because
You
you're
know.
one of the you're the exception
I
to
know,
the rule.
I know, which is like okay, but hear me out. There's also another thing that we're not seeing. Yeah, sometimes when teams go down, they lose so much money they're never able to recover. We only look at the teams that make money while on top. The teams like which get relegated, and because they're in so much debt, and sometimes even that thing with the founding club keeping the status quo, that's one thing. Number two, even like teams are struggling financially in the sense that, I mean, of course they still have like heaps of money. Their struggle is not like struggle, but they're struggling. The Italian league has still not recovered from the financial crisis. It looked like
Really? Since
the
2008,
team, if you look at the timing of the financial crisis, that's when like the Italian league teams have been going down. So a lot of it, as I said again, if you're looking at it from the scope of the Premier League dominance, all these guys that want to catch up. And look, historically, we want to watch like Juventus, we want to watch some Inter games. That's why we choose them on FIFA, you know? But then we can't watch their leagues because their leagues are boring. Like I don't want to watch...
Barry is talking about you're justifying the European Super League based on what guys choose on FIFA.
No, fans. No, yes. Like, listen, audience. Like, people want to see the best of the best.
Of course
together.
we do. Of course we do. But with merit, not just by
Yeah.
existence.
But merit, there's going to be those 5 teams that are going to come. Look, merit is also like flawed because if you tell me merit and it's the same teams that always qualify because they have the same money, it's the same
because
way.
they're well run. That's why.
It's the same way.
Stokes, for example, Portsmouth went into administration because it was badly run. Newcastle, for all their mismanagement,
Okay.
they're still in
Yeah.
the Premier League.
Yeah.
Norwich got relegated and they're back again. So
But not
that's
everyone,
by merit.
not
I
every
know
team
that's
that
not
goes down. The
everyone. I know that's
Boltons
not
went away.
Of course, you can't just cover it all under one blanket. I'm not saying that.
The Blackburns went away.
I get it, but I'm not suggesting that we can just put everyone under one big group and go like this is why it's bad and this is why it's good. It's very specific. My issue is, right, if Arsenal perform badly, which is very likely to happen, right, we're gonna get slapped up,
In the
and then he's gonna go
I
face
don't-
off
I
with
don't think so.
Kroos and
I don't
Kroos
think
and Casemiro. Mad. We're gonna go get slapped up. We're back again next season. Where's the edge?
Okay, why are you only looking at the...
Can I answer the edge?
Okay.
The edge is entertainment. Arsenal losing is one of the best things to happen on football.
That's true.
Yeah, by the way.
You understand?
Arsenal
So
Fan TV.
this is very
Can't even
simple.
hate you guys.
Yeah.
You guys love us in that way.
Exactly. So
you know it's so big that those guys even came to Kenya and they have... people just want to see the Arsenal Fan TV guys because we like enjoy the content.
yeah.
man.
So Arsenal, we know why you're there. We are there for banter. That is the criteria
find
that
a
you
new
guys
club,
came
bro.
to. Listen, to be honest, I can't watch ESL without Arsenal because I need content. We need content.
Yeah, well, I mean,
We need
AC Milan
something.
isn't far off from us. You guys are
Yeah.
getting
And
slapped
then
up
also-
too with
yeah.
your
I
You
really want
guys
to also watch. I want to
Slipped
watch
up
the
this season on Serie A.
I want
What
to
the
watch
hell,
the 2 biggest water companies, Tottenham Bottling Company and AC Milan Bottling Company. I want to see them, but like anytime Tottenham bottles something, I'm just like Spurs as usual. So I also want
Yeah.
to see
How
that.
is Spurs an elite club?
Uh,
How is Spurs one of Europe's elites? That's what I want to know because they reached.
I think it's the links to Americans, NFL owning the stadium,
also
the
like
ownership.
fan base with this social media.
the new
age.
stadium. Maybe it's
Yeah,
the new.
and also
the new
listen,
fan
stadium.
base,
Yeah.
social
And then also you
media.
look at their recent form of success.
the last few years.
The evaluation
What
of the
is
club.
success?
No, the Poch era,
Yo,
like
they've been in UCL recently than Arsenal.
finals.
And stuff
Yeah,
of
they
that.
made the finals.
Finals to be
versus
exact.
Liverpool.
Lakini wakatoka nani?
Ni sawa, but
Ni sawa,
Next
but they-
season they were out of
you
the
guys the last time in
Champions
the
League.
finals in 2006. Some Sol Campbell.
So what?
But
So what?
Tottenham.
Reaching the Champions League final isn't success.
Okay, but
Winning it is success.
So you should be lucky.
Why is Leicester not there compared to Tottenham? At least they won their Premier League.
No, but see, this is
Come
a
on,
ESL. It is the Super League. It is Champions League things.
there's a combination of things.
No one cares
fan
about what
base.
you. No one cares about FA Cup and
Well, it
Carling.
has real implications now because now there's all kinds of threats. You have domestic leagues banning the
That will never
ESL
happen.
clubs.
Yeah.
Wait, it's threats. I said they're threats.
Yeah.
You have the players being
Ban-
threatened to never play for their countries again.
Yeah.
Who watches a
World
Nations
Cup.
Oh my
League?
God.
I've never even watched a single game.
Obama-
of
Obama-
that.
Obama-
Obama-
Very convenient
Hey.
of you to
Hey.
mention the Nations League,
Hey.
but not the World
You-
Cup.
World Cup.
No, but listen,
Ban
FIFA,
for the World Cup.
FIFA need these guys. Let me tell you, they're just threatening because, and UEFA. But the reality is they can't
Speak on the
ban. they can't ban these guys. 90% of La Liga's revenue comes from Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atleti.
Yeah.
70% of the EPL's revenue is coming from this top six. So even when you play against them and whatnot, so the reality
you're talking about,
and then you have the top players in the world still wanting to play for this ESL. There's no way FIFA and UEFA they have to compromise.
You're not seeing this for what it is.
They're gonna
just
compromise.
Guys helping themselves.
No. Listen,
But
FIFA
Real
is
Madrid
helping
have a
themselves
900
too.
million euro debt. Barcelona 1 billion.
1.3.
But do we want
1.3 billion.
do we
euro
want to
debt.
see them go bankrupt? The biggest
No, we
teams in
don't
the world.
want to see them go
then let them
bankrupt.
save themselves.
They can. They just don't have to do this European Super League.
why not?
Why
listen,
not?
Listen, you said. Listen, no one
I
cares
think
about
understand- I
international.
think understand where
International,
he's
no one
coming
cares
from.
about international. By the way,
Oh.
international. If clubs today, wakipatia, their players are closed, they don't play for international. That's it. It's dead. You know that. It's international that needs players. It can't be the other way. By the way.
Yeah.
Plus,
The Qatar World
Plus-
Cup doesn't happen
Yeah, they'll-
if these guys ban these
Yeah.
players.
Plus,
Simple
Obama
as.
just got a malaria because of playing for whatever Gabon.
Yeah.
So there is more negatives than positives for playing international. At the end of the day.
Or he sleeps
Do you
on
know?
an airport.
Do you know?
chair,
It's like
floor.
if I make a tough decision today. Let me give you guys an analogy so that people can understand it better.
Uh-huh.
If today I have made like a tough decision, but then and my girlfriend wants to break up with me, threatens to break up with me.
Guys always
But wait,
end
but
up
wait,
into relationships.
but
Don't
but
get
wait,
that
but wait,
way.
but then she's super in love with me. The reality is that she needs me in that instance more than I need them. So
I feel like you're talking out of experience.
no,
man. I don't know whatever happened in your
So
Let him
relationship.
finish.
So
Relax.
she can threaten to leave, but she can't. So that's why
Yes.
all these guys can say like,
So
leave,
you
leave.
continue abusing.
No, it's not abusing.
It's either physical,
No,
emotional,
no,
or mental.
no,
You're
no,
continuously
no.
Anajua enda.
No,
Ocha kai tu.
No,
Nenda threaten.
Yeah.
yo, guys.
At the end of the day, utarudi.
First of all, edit that out. But then two, see, mambo ya kurudi, it's a leverage game. Life is a leverage game. Aendi mali. So in short, au wanalia kina Gary Neville, ma Liverpool, waendi mali. Watu hakuna mtu anafukuzwa EPL. Itaendelea.
So Zoom,
No one is gonna be kicked out.
Zoom, according to you, you think isn't it just selfish interest from certain people and certain clubs? There's some hidden agendas behind this thing.
Of course.
And
There's
to
clubs
you,
that are in debt,
Uh-huh.
and then there's clubs that just see this as an opportunity to make even more money.
Yeah, like,
regardless of performance.
Uh-huh.
You see, for example, that's why I keep going back to the Stan Kroenke thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Florentino Perez, yes, they're in debt, but he'll still invest money somehow and get the best players in. That's
Okay.
just the stature of Real Madrid,
Uh-huh.
right? AC Milan, I think, with the director of Paolo Maldini as well, they're going to do something similar. They're going to take their clubs where they're meant to be. But for example, Arsenal, the guy saw that without Champions League money, at a struggle. With Europa League, he's struggling. He has to invest money. He doesn't want to do that.
But do you blame
what
him?
does he do?
But
Do you blame
listen,
your
He starts a club. He starts a league with his fellow Americans that protects the interests of revenue regardless of performance.
okay.
Isn't that a good thing for
Yeah, that's a
Arsenal
good
and
thing.
Arsenal fan? I don't understand. Why are you so bothered by your
Because-
owner
yeah,
trying to
because
protect your club?
what he's trying to say is this is like for the Arsenal's situation. This is a shortcut.
He's
This is a
bring-
business.
He's bringing.
It's just
But does it
business
matter?
oriented.
The problems-
Does it matter to
the
you?
problem
Because
as Zuhum is
Arsenal will
doing,
still-
you're bringing your
It
own
will
like
catch up with us
Arsenal like
eventually.
problems in a big. These are big boys. Like that's just one club out of like you're saying one club won't invest.
I'm citing an example.
An
for you.
example.
You get what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's fine, but there's no merit anymore. So it's like, yeah, we've been beaten by AC Milan. We'll see you next season. We didn't make it this season.
Okay,
let's make
but
it next season. Did we finish 14th? Venant. Yeah, we did. Okay. We'll
Okay,
try
but-
again next season. There is no consequence.
But listen.
It's gonna get boring
Wait,
at
listen.
some point.
Every season, Barca, Real, Atleti in the Champions League, right? Every season, say
By merit.
okay, fine, but they're always
Because
still there,
they're in a
right?
struggling
because,
league.
Because
What do you
they're in a
By
farmers
merit,
league.
regardless.
Bayern is always in the Champions League. PSG is always in the
Regardless.
Champions League. So I can name 10 teams that are always in the Champions League. So when you guys bring the merit argument, the reality also there's always like some 10 teams which are always there. How
And
do you-
that's fine.
how
That's
do you-
because they're the most well-managed
and
clubs
then
in
also
the world.
and then also those 10 teams, they also are the same 10 teams more often than not they get out of the group stage. So in essence, even what we call merit, and I say it again, it's like fake merit. You know what I mean? It's like those ones for let's like vote for something on this table, but we've already chosen who's going to win. Or
Yeah, makes sense.
This guy's talking about like classism and why it's
Nah,
middle class and the upper class are always
Nah,
gonna stay the upper class.
Nah, but I'm not. I'm just saying that these guys are saying, listen, we're not leaving the league. It's you guys who are saying you're kicking us out. That's what I told you we're leaving. Fuck, you're planning for next season. We're gonna win the league, but we're just saying, just give us a room for the big boys.
Yes.
Just give us a room for the big
An
boys.
extra.
No.
So now what happens with the
Well,
Champions
when
League?
you're splitting the bill, everyone is 5,000, 5,000, more 5,000. I don't want like.
What happens with the Champions
I'm
League?
talking
now?
year club.
No, Champions League dies.
No,
It dies.
And,
Just
Champions
kill
League
it.
and you're okay with
And
that?
you're okay with that?
Okay, listen.
See,
Wait.
from a
wait.
fan from a team
Champions
that
League
has no
started in when?
class.
When did Champions League start?
I'm not sure. about that.
1990s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he must have-
1990s.
so what?
Premier
so
League
what?
started in 92.
So what?
Are you guys okay with Champions League ending?
Why not?
Even when Premier League
Wow.
was starting in '92,
Why not?
there was somebody who was saying, "I can't believe the first division is ending now."
Yeah.
Look where we are now.
Things have
we
to
have to
change.
change for the future of our kids. I want my kid to watch, to support
Venant,
competitive
the
teams.
reality is Champions League is degrading in quality entertainment.
Okay.
It's
And
degrading.
they're also
Alright.
suggesting
Talk to me about
something-
the
So you
Champions
feel
League,
this is
Saddam.
the
No,
the
no,
next
no.
step, the revolution.
Yes.
Venant, just a sec, just before we get into the revolution, because that word has been thrown around quite a bit recently,
Yes.
even in Kenya.
Yes.
Talk to me about the lack of quality in the Champions League.
As much as I hate to say it, Arsenal not being in Champions League is bad for Champions League.
No, but you're talking about Champions League.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Arsenal being in Champions League is bad for Champions League. Milan
bad or not?
It's bad for Champions League
It's
because
not being in the Champions League, you mean?
Arsenal not being in Champions League is bad for Champions League.
You
Oh,
confuse
Okay,
yourself.
let me. Okay, go on.
So,
Go
so we need top teams. Regardless, we don't care who. I don't care about Leicester going to Champions League. By the way, I don't care.
Okay.
We want top teams.
It takes
to
away
compete.
the spice. No, you have to admit.
There's no.
I'm not even taking the piss. AC Milan, 7-time Champions League winners, not being in the Champions League for 7 years,
We're back,
is
boy.
not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
No, I get that. And even for Arsenal, no matter what you say, so yeah, we're like the best participants, 10-2, you know.
But some of
but still.
but some of the memories I have are actually like Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. I have Arsenal versus Barcelona. You know, like no, honestly, like there's
You
Arsenal,
don't remember Arsenal, Real Madrid?
Arsenal, Real Madrid,
Arsenal, AC Milan, you don't
Arsenal,
remember?
No, but
Juventus.
the thing is-
you know. But there's like those Champions League nights with those teams. Like for example, fine, Chelsea right now is qualified the semi-finals, right? There's and sorry, I always plug in Chelsea. That's my team. I always plug. They always
You're
plugs
wearing
in
the
Arsenal.
shirt, of course you will.
So Chelsea played a team in Russia that starts with like, and I feel so embarrassed that I don't remember. Okay, of course, maybe I'm
Russian,
good.
but so
Yeah, but is
that's a lot. You know,
so no,
keep
but
saying it.
listen,
No
we're
class.
playing- No, but listen, like the teams playing, like even like when the Champions League.
You're
goes-
disrespecting your owner. Ati, I don't even remember the Russian name, lakini Abramovich utakumbuka, si ndio?
No, only boss wetu. Sasa alifanya
Oh,
nini?
boss wenu, but
Yeah.
you don't even care about his country.
Bro, let me tell you, even England, EPL right now, let me tell you how the content thing is changing. Like, we're in a content world whereby these millennials, these TikTok kids are the ones who are going to benefit. And that's why you see even sometimes some of your big teams, like they compete trying to have like bans on social media, you know. The Premier League right now, there are more viewers in the Premier League in Indonesia, Thailand, and Egypt. Like that combination, there are more viewers of the Premier League than in England. So this commodity is like the biggest export of like England. Who wants to go visit England for fun? You know, like what are you gonna do? Like it's a place that's raining every day. So I'm saying like where we are, we have to understand that change is happening, and change, money will play a part because people want to, the fans, you have to go, at the end of the day, it all goes with the fans. What do the fans want to see?
I hear you. Okay, so let me ask you guys, since you guys seem like you're pro ESL. Is there no negative?
That's
Is there
it.
no negative?
No, the
Can you
negative-
think of any negative?
That's what I wanted
The
to
negative-
ask him in particular.
So damn, can you think of any negative?
Can you of any consequences that might happen in the event this event goes through?
Anything on pitch, off pitch,
Yeah.
grassroots, the way contracts are
Financial
set up.
aspect of it.
To be honest, I think we are prepared for all the negatives.
No, but
I don't know.
can-
I
I
can't.
didn't
I
ask
can't.
you
I
whether
can't.
you're
yeah,
prepared.
but do you know of
You're not
any?
prepared.
I think that
Because
it sounds like you're not prepared for
Zoom
this
just
question.
I can't see- I
highlighted.
can't
see. No, the-
Zoom just highlighted one. He talked about it deletes or it destroys the element of competition.
No, there is competition. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
No, but
Where's the
with-
beauty in promotion now?
Yeah,
Did
because
Chelsea-
now,
Chelsea-
because
no one-
now, because
No
now,
one cares about promotion. Listen, your 10 teams, you've won.
You do you feel bad that Bournemouth were relegated? Do you feel like, do you actually, unless you come from that region,
playing very good football.
yeah, but
Yeah.
do you like, oh, I wish they would come back, I miss them, this, like
I'm not gonna say I miss Eddie Howe or what's
Or
what's
Hull
that man-
City.
What was that guy's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that, but my point is, you're gonna take away from the beautiful moments in terms of the relegation and promotion.
Yeah.
Guys saving their seasons from
but
relegation.
it's still
You're
gonna
no
happen
longer
in the
gonna-
Premier
No,
League. The
leagues
Premier League
will
is
stay- oh
continuing.
my
The
God,
leagues
you
are
guys-
and
continuing.
why would it matter?
We just
if-
want
if-
one room for the big boys alone.
Why would it matter if the only thing that's really at stake now in the Premier League, if the ESL actually
Is the league title?
isn't the league title? The only thing that's really at stake is relegation promotion. There's no longer a top 6 battle.
No,
There's no longer a
it's-
top half
no one-
battle.
But let me.
It's a top 6 or top 4, and that is we can go. That is boring. Let's move on
So,
from that.
so in Italy,
Yeah, right.
you only
Yeah,
think
right, it's boring.
you're only
You know
thinking
it's
about the
exciting.
Premier League. So all these years when Juventus was winning like 7 in a row in Italy, I mean,
Yeah.
it must be boring for those guys too. Like the way you talk about a top 6, Italy don't even have like, they only have like a top 2 or a top 3
yeah,
sometimes.
Juve Milan only. We
You have
can't
to
be winning the whole.
So think about it, like the Premier League fine, but other leagues, this is
Milan.
going.
Actually, it was Juve and
Giants
Napoli.
in Europe are gonna benefit because now you're gonna watch more Inter Milan games.
Yes.
Now
will
you're
get
going to watch
You'll
more
get to
Atletico
appreciate
Madrid
Lukaku.
games. You know,
You only
with
watch
his
Lukaku-
one touch. Let's see if his first touch has
No,
changed.
no. Lukaku is the best striker in Europe right now, just behind Harry Kane.
Lewandowski akiwa wapi?
And
Okay, but it's a league
no,
whereby
no,
one of the
yes.
top
Leo is in
scorers
the
is
Farmers
like.
League,
It's
apparently.
a
that's a
league
farmers
whereby
league, boy. That's a
Okay.
farmers league.
Italy is also
Okay.
like okay. It's a technical. They're technically adept, but listen.
We can't talk
Lukaku is scoring goals or he's weight loss from Manu, but come on, man. The league is playing in has a top
Lukaku,
scorer. One of the top scorers is like 39 years old.
one of the Ibrahimovic and
Will
Lukaku.
that happen in
Ibrahimovic is one of the-
England?
Ibrahimovic is top.
Ibrahimovic would
top.
tear his ligaments in England, bro.
Can Lukaku receive the ball like Aguero? Can
Oh
he
my
receive the
God.
ball with his back against like defenders and turn around and?
Sindo is what he's been doing.
Lukaku came to
No,
Premier League.
it's
Lukaku-
it's through pass and
Lukaku
latch.
was dominating
Where?
when he was in Icon 19
But you're
years old.
Yeah, but come on, he was getting like his stats are padded from Anderlecht.
Oh my God.
16 to 19. Honestly, there's an element of that. And then also sometimes some of the players can play bigger like in teams whereby.
Okay. Can we
like
move
the
on to
Everton.
Lukaku? Me, I can't stand Lukaku slander.
But his
Okay,
fast
I
touch,
respect
okay, has his
that.
fast touch improved?
Why do you care about a player that is your rival?
He is the no. Listen, we have to.
He's the
appreciate-
best striker
I
in
can't,
Milan.
I can't be biased.
Is
I
it-
can't be
in
stupid.
Milan, in the city
Yeah.
of Milan.
100%. Yes.
Okay, is he better than Haaland? You said he's the best striker in.
Come on, Haaland.
I know Salah
Haaland-
180 minutes didn't do anything. Now I'm asking, I don't know.
Haaland is not. Haaland is hype. We'll get to that one day. Haaland is just hype. Lukaku is complete approved. Premier League approved. Amekuja Serie A, win league and I win league sahi.
Also, he's reigning in Belgium.
And he is Belgium's all-time top scorer. What are we? What are
against
And
Montenegro?
Don't, listen, Harry Kane, mweke kando. Harry Kane, Lukaku, top strikers. Maybe Messi. Make a Messi pia.
I'd put Harry Kane, of course, over Lukaku right now, even in Europe.
No,
right?
it's I can't.
Wow, that's interesting.
No,
Yes.
no,
Guys,
hey,
like-
Harry Kane is the leading assist in the Premier League and the
Listen,
top goal
listen,
scorer.
listen.
But Lukaku has the most clinical left foot.
Okay,
after
let's
Messi.
go back to the European Super
Oh,
League.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Started off with Americans.
Okay.
Can we agree that
Yeah.
Americans are the ones that brought this concept?
Actually, I think it started slightly before. It started from the foreign ownership of English teams. It was coming.
Americans,
No,
the
like,
Glazers,
No, but even just before the Glazers, there's
Liverpool with
the
the
Russia,
Americans,
the,
FSG,
the Fenway Sports Group,
FSG, yeah.
and then the same guy that they own other American teams.
Arsenal, Stan Kroenke.
Yes.
It's the Americans.
Mhm.
So the Americans own the
and
clubs.
you guys think the American system is sour.
There is not. Who said Americans are worse than British? Since when did we have? Why do we have to feel like
You're
we
gonna
have to
see,
choose?
man. I was telling these guys.
Why do you
2032, when you score from outside the box, it's gonna give you 2 points.
No, okay, listen, like, bans aside, I think with American, if you look at American teams, or American sports, you even find, like, there are even new franchises that come up, like, Seattle Supersonics became Oklahoma Thunder, so the teams, like, with no really heritage, but then the focus in American sports becomes so much on the players, so that even if the teams are not new, people are still watched. So for them, they found ways of how to keep the audience glued.
Yeah.
And they found ways of how they level the competition.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Lakers could be dominating, but then now you
Talking
hear...
about a football draft.
Yeah, football.
Ati Harry Kane was first pick.
Yeah, they get. But
New
you see,
Falagani
no,
says.
that draft, what it helps, the bottom teams, they're able to get access to
The
the
best
new best players.
Yeah.
But then in football, it's gonna be complicated because we don't have like players going in college sports or anything. But some of the things that the Americans do, they're tapping into where the world is. We're heading. Football money is part of football right now, and we're heading to a consumerism world whereby
100%.
attention span is so limited. Whereby if it's Shakhtar on TV, I'm looking for something to watch on Netflix. Those days when we used to watch Champions League on CFI, Utna only, KBC, we just have to watch whoever is playing. Right now we're going whereby the end consumer's attention span is so limited, so people have to adjust.
That is smart. I agree.
I don't know, like Zoom, what do you say about that?
No, I don't.
And then also, as somebody who's been involved, like in actual playing football, what do you think? Like these grassroots things, like what do you think is going to be affected? Because that player from Bristol could still be signed by Real Madrid, right?
That's no guarantee.
And playing
those guys
Super
could be
League.
living under a completely different set of contractual.
And then the
contractual
Premier League
laws.
revenue will still exist, right?
There's no guarantee. That's what I'm saying.
No.
When you take away, you said it yourself at the beginning of the show. You said it. If the top 6 sides leave the Premier League,
No, they're not
these
going to
guys
leave.
lose.
Me, I don't want them to leave.
No,
It's
but
you
if-
who saying they're leaving.
Yeah, if they do though,
Yeah.
I don't think
there's
they will.
nothing left.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah,
they
yeah.
won't leave, because even the Premier League as a company, whoever...
The money, the appeal of the Premier League dies.
Zoom, listen.
Do you agree or not?
No, we agree. But you see now, it's not the clubs that
it
want to
diminishes,
leave.
but it doesn't die.
It's not the clubs that want to leave. It's the Premier League that is threatening to kick them out. And we all know Premier League will not do that because they depend. They want money at the end of the day. It's very simple.
And look, Liverpool win the Champions League in 2005 and still win the Champions League in, what year was it? 2018. No, was it 2018 versus Tottenham, right? But you could still, because of the history, they still really wanted to win the Premier League. So let's also like not...
Because I hadn't won in 30 years.
Let's also not say that, just because something is new doesn't mean good or bad doesn't mean this is good, or vice versa, in the sense that fine, we won't have like a top 3, top 4 like people competing for those spots, but look, La Liga people have just only been competing for top spot. So there'll still be a desire for, it's going to be hard, there'll still be a desire for teams to win the Premier League. Part of the cons, I agree with you. The players who won't like pay so much attention maybe to the Premier League, or for sure they won't want to play in Carabao or those other like funny cups.
Carabao kwanza ipotee. Nonsense.
But so those are some of the things. And the other thing is, which I think is going to be a problem, is that there's now going to be even like a bigger gap between like those guys who are outside looking into the top 6 for them to like now catch up, because even the players they'll be playing the same league with, they'll be playing against teams that have money and buy.
But that is still existing.
100%.
But that's still
I
already
disagree.
existing now.
That still exists right
Yeah.
now. Saizi kuna Champions League
Okay.
teams na kuna wenye wanacheza
Yeah.
But the
na
gap
wachezi.
won't be as big.
No,
as-
it doesn't
as
matter.
Yeah, it
That
doesn't-
is just more money. Listen, work hard enough. Peter Apple, listen.
Yeah,
this
you'll
is-
be one of the
Do you
guys.
know how
who'll be
much more money we're
Yeah,
talking?
this is done, by the way. I feel like, listen, Americans wanakuwa na fun names. Raptors,
Yeah.
Tamil Tigers, Arsenal. you need a name.
No, Arsenal is just fine.
No, Arsenal.
Arsenal is just fine. That's the best name for a football club.
No, Americans washaingia kwa market. We'll
But
have
you're
cheerleaders.
interested.
I'll have
How-
to
listen,
Yeah.
Seattle Gunners.
We'll
bro.
have-
No, but you have the Gunners.
We'll have cheerleaders halftime. Kuna performances. So,
Emirates Stadium itahamishwa.
yeah.
I have a question.
Msiogope sana.
I have a question in regards to game time. Because you guys are talking about the financial aspect of it, there's the political aspect of it. Can we talk about the game time aspect of it? Because you are an Arsenal fan, you
90
know.
minutes ama?
No, in terms of, because you guys have talked about playing during the week and then also play on the weekend.
Yeah,
Don't you think at some point fatigue will kick in?
It's not every week.
it's not every week.
It's not every week.
It's not
Just
every
like Champions League. It's not every week.
I thought it was like every week.
Nah.
Itakuwa boring hivyo.
Itakuwa boring.
It's those two.
That thing is well thought out. I'm
It's
sure
well
the
thought
details
out.
have not come out, but it's well thought out, man.
No, Azum, listen. We talking about Ahmad being selfish. Do you know what? Did you see what UEFA just proposed? You've seen the proposal. Kuna sports here teams that are massive, but they will always be there. Do you know that? So
The Europeans
it's
elite clubs.
yeah. So kama Champions League itakuwa na elite clubs or ambao waja qualify wanacheza, what is the difference? There's nothing. So the only difference is sahi pesa inaenda kwa clubs na nyingine pesa inaenda kwa UEFA.
And let me ask you, as somebody who's who's like played the game in whatever levels
Ah,
you
he
played the
hasn't
game,
played,
even
come
if it's
on.
just like at
Very decent level.
Us both
you
of
know
us, Martin.
AstroTurf,
Hata mimi
Nini.
niulize.
But
Hata
anyway,
mimi niulize
anyway, I don't
Yes.
You guys see
You
the
know,
what? You guys
so,
see the 6
yeah,
shot
yeah.
challenges,
So-
please.
so,
We're not in
of
the-
course,
no,
of course, man. It's
not on the lineup,
no, but I must say, like Saddam, there's a volley you scored. Like that was a good volley.
Thank you.
It was a good volley.
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck trying it again.
So
Thank you very much. Ask me the question.
there was a time that I think it was like being sponsored by, I think Sport Pesa or something, but there was a time they were suggesting to have like a Super League locally, like East Africa. You know, you bring in like Yanga and those teams, and there's
The Super 8s.
Rwanda, I think, is like the APR team or something like that, and then Uganda, you know. So if that was, let's say, to materialize, do you think like, and of course the problem, of course, is East Africa logistics is too expensive, like even just moving to one country or another, you know. I think it's cheaper to go to Dubai than to go to Uganda by air. But do you think it would have been more attention watching these games, these teams, if like they were all put into one league?
Yeah. As a football fan, I'll be interested to know
100%, I
what the best of Uganda. Ugandan players, Ugandan teams. I'd like to see what Rwanda is bringing
Yanga
to
and
the
Simba.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they're bringing to the table. I'd like to see the hype behind,
Yeah.
because I see the videos of when the younger team
Yanga
they're playing in
and
this,
Simba.
and then you see the whole stadium is full, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, is this Yango TZ
That's
playing?
because Tanzanian football is miles ahead
And-
of Kenyan football.
So, but in
Yeah,
essence,
but we'd like to see that
Would-
happen.
the fans would want to see that more.
Yeah,
Let
we'd
me-
like
let
to
me-
see that more.
let me answer
We'd
that
like
as a
to
former
see.
player.
We'd like
Yeah.
to see like
Oh, yeah, then also the other
Let me
former
answer
player.
as
Yeah.
a former player. No, listen. The reason why we are watching Premier League week in, week out is because it's very accessible. We can see it. That is there. When Premier League was there, do you watch Premier League? Kenya Premier League? It's difficult.
It's
We might
difficult.
want to
When it
watch,
was on
but
DSTV,
it's
I was watching a
difficult.
bit, going to watch some
Yeah,
games, but
but
now,
see now when it's available there, when there is a means for us to watch it,
access it.
kama kuna access, then we can always do that. There's always something to consume if it's something is interesting.
So you believe this system mpya will bring more views to football?
Obviously, 100%. I mean, if
the fans
if
don't
It's gonna
watch.
cater
Provided-
to more American fans. for sure.
provided Arsenal will play Barcelona, definitely more entertainment.
So why do you think all of football media has reacted in the way that it has? I mean, it sounds like it's, you know, in unison. Everybody's saying, nah. this is
Everybody's
whack.
against it.
Everybody's against it. All the pundits, all the media houses.
First of all, and I was talking to him like off air. There has to be. I can understand where they're coming from, but there's a sinister motive in the sense that Sky is gonna be one of the big TV revenues. Sky is definitely gonna be one of the biggest losers of this, you know. And also Sky did the same thing when they got all the Premier League rights, Rupert Murdoch and whatever in '92. They actually like locked out everyone else. Yeah, a lot of the money they've made through this like Premier League TV rights, and even with this thing, there's a lot of the clubs have definitely just taken control of. It's a power grab. The clubs have taken grabbing the power from UEFA and the media, whereby we're gonna do things on our own terms, and then you guys meet us on our own terms.
These guys have signed contracts with these TV service providers, TV rights, and don't you think guys like Sky, BT Sport have the right to see these clubs honor the contract? Because why? If I signed with you guys, right, and I have Chelsea, Arsenal, Milan in one league, but then you guys tell me, 3 years left on the contract, you guys are bouncing, you're going to do your own thing. The Premier League is no longer the same product that we signed for. It's another watered down version of the Premier League. It's the Premier League without the main assets.
But it's you guys kicking them out. They don't
No,
leave.
why are they kicking them out? I signed a contract with you guys, right? And now for a certain product.
Okay.
And now you're telling me the product's the same, but not really the same, and it's because of you guys.
But when I'm in debt, because you say these teams are there's finance.
Who's in debt? We've given you the money. What's the
When
problem?
we're in
You guys
debt,
we've signed.
you're not helping
in
us.
the last 10 years, we've had the 2 biggest TV rights deals ever. $3.2 billion, or is it 3.2 billion pounds?
Hans.
Pounds. And then 2.9 the one that was just renewed recently.
Yeah, and then
Why are you giving me?
we are sharing.
what we
It's
didn't
because
sign.
we're also sharing it with everyone, and
No, no,
it's
no.
like
Yeah,
five
yeah,
of
yeah.
us bringing all the money.
It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
I'm asking, why are you taking that away from me now? There's gonna be. We obviously saw the rebates from TV rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Premier League had to offer rebates to Sky and them without fans and joining. Now, don't you think the rebates are gonna have even larger consequences, greater consequences?
I don't know how many
Lawsuits are coming.
I don't know how many times we have to say that these teams are not leaving the league.
Zoom,
The-
listen,
I'm not saying they're leaving the league, but you're definitely taking the competitiveness away from the league, whether you like it or not. You can try and package it the way you want, but
Okay,
you're taking
fair,
away the
fair,
So Tom,
fair.
competitiveness.
they're fighting for top 4.
They're fighting for top 4, the relegation battles, because now,
Relegation
it
will
doesn't
still
matter.
be
Okay.
there.
Now even the Champions League and Europa League spaces, right? If you throw that up in the air, because now you have to rework that. United finish first, City second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth or something, and then it doesn't matter because there's no fighting for top 4.
Ni sawa,
You're taking it away.
revalue your contract, sawa. With Europa, you're paying us X amount. Reduce the price. Give
Yeah,
us whatever.
with the-
Yeah, yeah.
Remove on
with
your
the
life.
abruptness.
We'll assure you that when we play, we are motivated.
No, listen.
the rebates are going to be huge, and I don't know if these clubs are going to be able to finance those rebates. But either way, the TV rights deals are going to have to be renegotiated, and that's the best case scenario. What's likely to happen is that these clubs are going to have to go to court, and they're going to sue.
It's gonna take time.
Apparently, it's going to be was it 60 billion?
Is it
Something like that.
Something
is it
around
the same
60 billion
the same euro-
dollar lawsuits?
the same Euro that Europa that Euros that lost to those Man City guys and the PSG guys?
What?
Same. In
Same
UEFA.
Ah.
UEFA is the ones who keep losing cases every now and then.
Yeah, Ilya, man, just remember there was
The
a thing about
FFP
Man
one.
City.
So
Fair-
what?
fair play.
What's going to what will change now?
Not every
It's
team
not the
is
same.
Man
It's
But
not the same
I-
conversation.
But
every
I
team
think
is
also
Man
like
City.
it's true. The negative. I don't want to say like there are no negative effects of this thing, but this change is happening. But BBI, unajua reggae. This reggae,
reggae have to do
Oh,
with
this
this, bro?
mamisha in reggae.
Nobody
It's
can
happening.
stop
It's
reggae.
happening.
It's
The reggae is happening.
Nobody can stop.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who
let's
actually
just hope
doesn't
for the
want-
best.
No,
Or-
like
Actually, let's just hope for the
Let's just
best.
hope for the best out
All
of
right,
this
thank
thing.
you. Don't forget to like, share, and
Yeah.
subscribe. We're just gonna hope for the best.
Let's hope for the best.
Fuck's sake. Man.